want him to try to slow down again. Okay, now. Like the trick with this thing is if you can just get range on it and just punish it and understand that like the hawk, it struggles like getting its guns on, right? It's like a worse moving saber, right? But don't get in front of its guns, because if I can stay on you, then it's gonna be bad news bears, right?
Attack on shields.
Yeah, like hitting with this thing is so difficult, man. I'm gonna push you here. And just go for the trade, boost through. Out of gun ammo again.
Nope. Ah, dude, that thing's nasty though. If it gets.
Shields.
Dude, that thing takes forever to get through the shields on this thing. Holy shit.
Size 2 shield, man. There you go. Fight in my yaw. There you go. Gladius. There's the merge.
Attack on shields.
You've got the shields down. It's not like I'm going to be able to avoid fire.
Nope.
Target destroyed.
Nah.
Think of it more as more of a prolonged fight, right? But you're in control of the fight if you can dictate the range of the gladius. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to get close to you. I'm going to try to punish you closer. It's much easier for me to apply my guns at around 300-400 meters. Like right here is where I want to sit, right?
Make their wrists sore.
Like I'm just strafing right now. No forward acceleration applied whatsoever. And I'm just looking to pick my shot.
Nope.
So the day has finally come where we are going to analyze the BANU Defender. So for those of you folks who've been watching stream, I do talk about the BANU Defender occasionally, and I do make it pretty clear that the BANU Defender is not my favorite ship to fly. There's a lot of reasons for this. Strange gun placement. There's a lot of constriction, as you can see here during this turn. You know, you'd end up losing your target underneath your MFDs a lot of times. So visibility restriction is something that's a huge issue for pilots, I think. I want to be able to see exactly what my opponent is doing, right? So these S turns that Xanaster is performing here, it's very difficult to manage that kind of style if I can't see his orientation, if I don't know what he's going to do. I just have to base everything off reaction. So I'm not allowed to predict anything that's below my cone or below my basically dashboard. On top of that, it's a little sluggish. You know, the BANU Defender feels like a Hornet. It's basically a Hornet with a better shield. And even though I'm able to win these fights against Sinister, who's a very skilled pilot in the Gladius, I can't help but feel that overall the BANU Defender is not really performing good enough to justify the size of the ship and the role that it's claiming that it can play, right? I'm not sure how much of an effect a co-pilot would have in this situation. It is classified, I believe, as a light fighter, even though you can walk around inside it, which is a bit strange, but I guess the Aurora you can walk around inside as well. But let's take a look at one of the fights where we end up losing. So this was a particularly good round for Sinister, and the reason why it was so good for him is because if we look at his flight pattern during this fight, we'll notice that it's a lot tighter and it's a lot closer to the BANU Defender. So in order to kill the BANU Defender, it's not about keeping range on it, it's actually about getting close to it. With a relatively low turn rate on the BANU and a physically large profile, even its size 2 shield does go down relatively quickly. And as soon as you notice that the BANU Defender's got its guns on you, what you can do is you can basically rotate the opposite direction or perform your S turn. So if we watch this fight here, we'll speed it up until we get some S turns. We'll notice that as he closes the distance and he starts to get within the 400, 300 meter range, he starts to close the distance between the changes in his S turn. So here he goes on the first pass, already rotates to use his bottom thrusters to push away, and we already see him starting to change his vector. Now you can see I'm tracking in yaw, and right now I have almost no target time whatsoever. I'm still trying to track him. Now I get target time, I get a couple shots on him, I might get his shields down here. But he's already going to rotate. As soon as he passes my nose, he's already rotating through, and he starts to push hard. Starts to flip the direction. You see how he kind of crosses the same line there. And again, I finally start getting target time, and boom, he moves again, right? And as I slowly track him again, he gets fire, he starts to move again. And now I'm tracking in yaw here because I'm not really sure which way he's going to choose to go. And this whole time, you know, I'm going to be taking hits until eventually it's too many hits for the BANU Defender, right? All in all, I think the BANU Defender is in a pretty decent spot, all things considered. Obviously, Star Citizen's combat is always in motion. There's always things getting put out, new mechanics getting put in, new shields, that kind of stuff. But currently, right now, the Defender is performing, I'd say, where intentionally it's supposed to sit. However, all medium fighters, and I don't classify this as a light fighter, even though that's what it says it is. To me, it's a medium fighter. It performs like a medium fighter. It turns like a medium fighter. It's physically as large as a medium fighter, so it's a medium fighter. But if you pull the BANU Defender out there, just remember, you want to sit around 400 or more distance. You don't want to get too close. And don't worry too much about avoiding fire in the BANU Defender, because you're not simply going to be able to dip dodge around. So just take the trade, use the shields, charge the guns, get the guns on target, take the trade. If you do that, you'll be winning fights with the BANU Defender in no time. Alright guys, take a look at Predator mounts if you're interested in some mounts for your joysticks. Use the code Avenger1 if you want to get 5% off. Thank you to everybody who's come by the stream and the YouTube channel. I really appreciate everybody's time and all the love and support all of us here have enjoyed at the Avenger stream. Alright guys, I will see you all in the next video.